Okay, so let's talk about the biliary tree. Biliary refers to bile. So bile is basically a detergent, just like dish soap. Although do not drink dish soap, please, it will kill you. Bile basically emulsifies fat so that you can digest it. So it makes fat go from being in big droplets that are indigestible to little tiny particles that are digestible. So one of the jobs of your liver is to make bile. So I'm going to draw a big see-through liver. And we're going to look at the different parts of it. Haha, sorry. I didn't realize there was secret writing under there. We're going to look at the different parts of the biliary tree, which is the series of ducts that collects bile from the liver, and see where it goes, because this really trips students up a lot. You have to have mastered like what tube is coming from where. So under here, we have the gallbladder. I'm making it a little bit larger than it actually is, just so that I have room. Okay, so remember, we've got right lobe, left lobe, right? So we have all of this hepatic tissue. Draining into a series of bigger and bigger tubes until it gets to one big tube. And same deal over here in the left. Until it's one big tube. So these tubes join up with each other, and then they travel a short distance as one tube until they meet with the cystic duct. So this is kind of a similar thing as the way naming of arteries works. And students get tripped up, right? Because they think if the artery is named something in one place, it stays named that all the way down. That's not true. So generally in anatomy, if there's a tube and that tube intersects with other tubes and branches or combines, the tube's going to change names where it either branches or combines. So here's what I mean by that. Demonstrate it, because this is, it's just something that wouldn't occur to you would be a problem until you find yourself in the test not understanding it, and that's what I want to help you avoid. So see how this is traveling as one tube inside of the left lobe? It's draining all the bile from the left lobe. Left hepatic duct. So left refers to the side, hepatic means of the liver, and it's a duct, so it's called a duct. Similarly, this from here to here, notice I'm stopping at the fork because it changes names there. Is the right hepatic duct. So now they've combined, so they have to change names because now it's neither right nor left. So from here to here is the common hepatic duct. And then this little guy from sort of the root of the gallbladder until it joins up with the common hepatic duct. This is the cystic duct. And then see, now these two are joining, so we have to change names again. And since this duct right here is collecting bile from both halves of the liver and from the gallbladder, we call it the common bile duct. So you got to pay attention to where the tube is starting and ending to get this right. And you got to be careful of the commons because these are the two that students most frequently mix up. So just because they both start with common doesn't mean they're the same thing. So common hepatic duct includes all the ducts that come from the liver. Common bile duct includes any duct that carries bile. And this is the one that plugs into the pancreas. Alrighty, so that's your little tour of the biliary tree. And then there's a question in the chat, common bile duct as just bile duct. Yes, those are the same thing. I would say that common bile duct is a little bit more descriptive, but those are interchangeable. If you look at like Gray's Anatomy or older anatomy sources, they will say common bile duct. There are some places where your book has simplified the vocabulary a little bit, but those are the same thing, and good on you for clarifying.